People can be disabled for a number of different reasons. Sometimes you can see the disability that the person is dealing with on a daily basis. You can see the limp in their leg, or you can see the hunch in their back, or you can see the pain that they're in and them wincing. And then you have a whole other boatload of cases of individuals who are struggling mentally, oftentimes with anxiety, depression, and they might look normal on the outside, but on the inside, they're truly struggling. The standard to get approved for a mental impairment case is that the individual must not be able to maintain the intensity, focus, persistence, attendance, and pace of full-time work. There are ways that skilled attorneys are able to prove this. For example, you can prove that someone is only comfortable with mental impairment cases in the comforts of their own home. If someone is only able to work from home, they are disabled. For an individual to be declared disabled by a judge, that judge must find that that individual cannot work in the workplace, out in the field. If they can only work at home or limited to their own environment because of their mental impairments, they are in fact disabled. Relative to physical impairment cases, an individual who's under 50 must have the ability to lift and carry 10 pounds on a frequent basis and at least be able to sit 6 out of 8 hours in a workday. If someone is over 50 and they have engaged in a physical type job, jobs such as school teachers, bus drivers, line workers, any type of job that requires standing and walking for long periods of the workday, if that individual after the age of 50 is limited to a job where they would have to be sitting for 6 to 8 hours a day and lifting less than 10 pounds, they are disabled. If someone is under 50, the standard is a little bit more difficult, but again, with skilled attorneys like Brett and I, that individual has to not be able to do even a sedentary type job. They have to be quote unquote less than sedentary. Less than sedentary doesn't mean that someone's laid up in a hospital bed in a coma. It just means that they must not be able to sit for 6 out of 8 hours in a workday, and they must not be able to lift up to 10 pounds on a frequent basis. Again, skilled attorneys like Brett and I know how to maneuver legal arguments, write memos, craft arguments to judges to persuade the judge to look at the case from different angles. Again, that's a skilled acumen that skilled attorneys know how to craft.